How's it going, guys? Doing another rebuilding commentary, which I haven't done in a very long while. But anyways, let's get right into it. And today I am doing the Houston Rockets, and this was inspired quite a while ago, actually. I don't remember how long I recorded this, probably 2-3 weeks ago. And this is when Dwight Howard had the little presser after a game, and basically he was talking to Charles Barkley, and I forgot who else was up there on TNT. So everyone knows that Dwight Howard is good as gone. So I'm going to rebuild the Rockets as he's going to leave. And so right here, you see me try to trade him away pretty early on, and I'm trying to get back DeAndre Jordan, as I feel like that's the best option. It takes a while to make this even out, but basically I am offering up Donatas Montaigne, Dwight Howard, and Josh Smith. I take Josh Smith out, so it's Donatas Montaigne and Dwight Howard for DeAndre Jordan and some other pieces, but I really don't care. Now trading away some other pieces I have in Trevor Ariza and Patrick Beverley. I'm trying to find anyone available, and I end up liking this trade right here with the Raptors, where I get Corey Joseph and Terrence Ross back, as I get a young point guard and small forward who I can build with. Now trying to trade away some crappier pieces that I feel like I'll never use. Looking for some available options right here. I really don't know what to look for too much, but I end up picking up Shelvin Mack and I believe Raul Neto as well, two young point guards who are pretty useful to my team. Now I'm getting rid of some more players I feel like I won't use. Trading away Jason Terry and Andrew Goodlock right here. Looking for a good young player to get back, and in return I end up picking up, I believe, Norman Powell. Yes, Norman Powell and Bruno Caboclo, and I give up, I believe, a first rounder in a few years, but it doesn't matter because the Rockets usually do pretty well and their picks aren't worth anything. Now I'm giving up Sam Decker and Corey Brewer, two small forwards I feel like I don't have much use for on my team. Trying to find a better player, and this one right here, this trade, the Bojan Bogdanovic or Shane Larkin, that one's alright, as I need an offensive minded small forward, and why not pick him up. Now, right here, I'm trying to get rid of some excess pieces in Josh Smith and Raul Neto, as I have a lot of point guards, and Josh Smith, frankly, just isn't that good in 2K anymore, with his rating being that low. So I trade those two away, and I am picking up, I believe, Josh Richardson and some other young guy, but Josh Richardson was the gem in that deal. Now trading away some other guys I have. I'm trading away Michael Beasley and Shelvin Mack, because Michael Beasley I'm like too much. He's fun to use in 2K, but I feel like there's better options to build around, and Shelvin Mack, because he's not a great point guard for the future. But I trade those two away, and I end up picking up Dennis Schroeder, who's a very young point guard who I feel like can fit very well on this Rockets team. So really quickly to go through my team as of right now, that if I can remember from the top of my head, I'm running a lineup with Schroeder, Harden, at small forward, Bogdanovic, Terrence Jones, and DeAndre Jordan. Just trying to get a different style around in the game, or on this team. And of course, I don't believe I did this in time when they hired Mike D'Antoni, which means I'm going to still have JB Bickerstaff, and I really don't care about the coaches in this game. So this isn't the truest to real life. Maybe starting for my next rebuilding videos, or whatever I do next in the series, I'll do a lot more realistic in terms of what will fit in real life due to the team systems, or keeping players that they really would want to keep, as a lot of the times I just do it in order to win, which quite honestly that's what everyone does when they upload YouTube videos of them rebuilding, and it's probably the best way. But if you want to go realistic, there's more fun ways, and it sparks a better discussion in terms of what you might see in the future. So for this team, if I had to predict what they do in the future, I feel like they'd have to gut the roster entirely, or at least a decent amount. But they'll still keep around James Harden for sure, unless they can get a really valuable asset, which I doubt. And yeah, I think that's what the Rockets will need to rebuild around, as Dwight Howard's pretty much good as gone, and Patrick Beverley, even though he's pretty valuable, I feel like the Rockets are kind of waning away from him, as they did try to get Ty Lawson last season. Anyways, the season's going pretty well for us, and we finished 49-33. And I'm showing you all the awards right here. KD wins MVP, Jalea wins Rookie of the Year, Joakim Noah for Sixth Man of the Year, which happens a lot. Dwight Howard actually wins Defense Player of the Year. I almost never see this actually. CJ McCollum for Most Improved Player, and Billy Donovan for Coach of the Year. So nothing too surprising besides the fact of Dwight Howard winning Defensive Player of the Year. Now moving to the All-NBA teams, James Harden does make the second team, averaging a pretty nice 25, 6, and 7. I felt like he should have made it this year. That was the one thing I got really upset about on the All-NBA teams. Also the fact that DeAndre Jordan somehow was an all-NBA first-team performer, while I still feel like you could have put Draymond at center, even though Draymond I don't like. And then you can also throw in guys like DeMarcus Cousins is better than him, but hey, whatever. Now going back to the playoffs, it is the Trailblazers versus the Rockets, which is a pretty common series. This happened, I believe, 2 times in the past 3 years. So this happens pretty often, this Rockets Trailblazers series, and even though I'm a Trailblazers fan, I want my team to win, my rebuilding team, but we end up losing in the finals. The the Cavaliers end up winning the title. I don't know why it's jumping so much. I believe I was having issues recording this one, where you'll see one point when I do free agency, it's really glitchy or whatnot. You'll understand when it gets there, but point being, the Cavs win the finals. So I think that's what's going to happen this year. I kind of want the Cavs to beat the Warriors, to be completely honest. But anyways, talking about this video, we have a lot of restricted free agents and guys with options. So I'm trying to keep them around, either to develop them or trade them away. So here are all the people accepting and declining their offers, which doesn't really matter too much, as even though we have a lot of money, Houston isn't the biggest in terms of getting free agents. But we end up picking up Terrence Jones right back. And Terrence Ross as well to add to the team. And now I'm adding Boban Marjanovic and Ramon Sessions just to fill out the lineup. I tried to sign some bigger name guys like Andre Drummond, but that didn't work out too well. So I'm throwing some guys into off-season training. I don't remember what I did for all of them, but you can check on the screen of what I did. Point being, just try to make this team a little bit better. So jumping into the next season, right away I'm trying to get rid of my centers and Clint Capella and DeAndre Jordan, as I feel like both of them can't really fit. And so in return, I believe I pick up who was at Jonas Valanciunas and Patrick Patterson, bringing Patterson back to the Rockets. And right here, I'm trading away a lot of my young point guards and guys I have on my team. And in return, I actually get Dwight Howard back, but I don't want to keep him for long, so I'm packing him and Patrick Patterson away. And I am picking up Kyle Lowry and Damari Carroll, 2 guys who fits very well with this team, and Kyle Lowry bringing him back to Houston. Now trading away Dennis Schroeder, because I already have a starting caliber point guard, and Damari Carroll, as I like him, but I don't think he'll fit too well. And I end up picking up Nick Batum in return, and I'm throwing away some of my white guys. I'm trading away David Lee, Cody Zeller, and some picks, and in return I get Tristan Thompson to fill out who I need at power forward, as at this time I believe David Lee was my starting power forward, and in the current day NBA, you really can't have that if you want to do anything. So anyways, you're going on to the second season, and I feel much more comfortable with this team that I have right now with Kyle Lowry, who still at this point I believe he's an 88, 87, and is one of the better guards in the league. James Harden, of course, Nicholas Batum, one of my favorite players because of his versatility, his defense, and his all-around skill that I feel like in real life would fit very well next to James Harden. Then we have Tristan Thompson, even though I don't like him. He fits very well, just as a defensive-minded, rebounding big guy. And of course, Jonas Valanciunas, who we can throw the ball down to in the post, and he can put up an easy 15 points and get us a lot of rebounds and occasionally play some good defense. Going back to the Nicholas Batum point, I feel like that's the one thing that the Rockets really need to focus on in order to rebuild around them, is that if they really want to keep James Harden as the primary guy, the thing that they really need is a small forward who can handle the ball, play a little bit off ball, and just be a jack of all trades. And that's why Chandler Parsons was almost perfect for that team. And if he was on there now, I feel like they'd be an even better team than they were. The thing is, when they try to get Ty Lawson on the team, that wasn't the best, because both of those guys are ball-dominant guards, and they can't really play without the ball in their hands or play as efficiently as they really should. So that's why I feel like they really just need to have a guy, an off-ball point guard, and that's why Patrick Beverley's perfect for the team. Anyways, I was rambling a lot. Let's go on to these award winners. KD wins MVP again. Joakim Noah for 6th Man of the Year. John Wall, Most Improved Player, with crazy block numbers. You saw it all. And I believe Rookie of the Year was Ben Simmons, who I'm looking forward to watching in the NBA. And right now, prediction, he's going to go to the 76ers. Anyways, we're into the second season, and we're 43-39, which isn't that good. I was expecting a lot more from this team. But, what happens. We may have had a lot of injuries. I don't stop to simulate. And once again, the Portland Trailblazers versus Houston Rockets series comes up again. And I believe we have the same seeding as we had previously in the 3-6 matchup, which actually happened, I believe, twice before this. I'm not positive exactly what the matchups were or was it 4 or 5? I don't know, but it was pretty similar. Anyways, I'm just showing you straight to the finals, no breaks in simulation, no breaks in recording, and we end up just trailblazing through all these teams. We end up destroying the Jazz pretty handily, going up against the Thunder, who I really wanted to win that game yesterday to make it to the finals, but they ended up losing anyways, which is really sad. And I'm not even a Thunder fan, but I'd rather see them than the Warriors. But anyways, as I ramble on, we make it to the finals as the 6th seed, going up against the Cavs, and I believe this is LeBron's 8th straight finals appearance, which actually might be a record. No, it wouldn't be a record, because at one point Bill Russell did win 8 titles in a row. So never mind. But this is pretty close to breaking the record, and we have a pretty solid lead. We're up 3-1 on the road, so why not simcast it, because you'll never know if we're going to win or not. So when we're simulating this game, it's a very, very tight game. I'm starting to pull away with it towards the end of the 4th quarter, getting pretty happy. But then the Cavaliers start to make a nice little comeback, winning by about 6, or anywhere from 2 to 6 for the past about 2 quarters. So we're going to jump into the game and see if we can fix this up and maybe get ourselves a W. Regardless, we're down 4 right now with about 20 seconds left, so there's not much I can really do. So we jump into the game, and as I said, not much time left, and we end up fouling Kyrie Irving to bring him to the line. If you can miss one of these shots, there's still a chance for us to win. So you have some good 3-point shooters on my team, whether it be Batum or James Harden or even Kyle Lowry. However, he makes both free throws. Kyle Lowry can't do much as he bricks a 3 right there, meaning that we lost this game. Now going on to game 6, I'm updating the not the roster, but the minutes, because sometimes it gets really screwy. So I need to update that, and we're going to simcast this game to the last few minutes so we can micromanage what's going to happen. So we're pulling away pretty heavily towards the end of the game, which is really nice to see. And we are about to win the Houston Rockets a championship for the first time in, I believe, 20 years. The last time they won was in the mid-90s. So we have an 18-point lead with just a minute left in the game, showing you how this series ends. Throwing the ball into, I don't even know right here, but that was Kyrie Irving, I believe. I don't know. I really didn't care for the Cavaliers, and this screen is not too great. He ends up missing the shot right here. We get the ball. So I'm just showing you what's happening, Dan. As the time is ticking down, we're about to win the finals, man. We're about to win the finals, baby. And right here is Terrence Jones lining up. And I do like him a lot in 2K. Of course, he's not the nicest person in real life. After, I believe he didn't curb stomp, but he attacked a homeless guy that was passed out. So he's not the nicest person. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but I mean, that's not great for him. Anyways, I do like him a lot in 2K, and that's why I didn't trade him. So we're just trying to milk clock right now, just so that we can enjoy this win on our home court as a 6th seed, which might be the lowest ever, one of the lowest seeds ever. And the Houston Rockets end up winning the NBA championship in the year 2017, I believe. This is one of my faster rebuilds, where it only took them 2 years. I know last year when we did the Bulls, I think we won it in our first year, but I've never won it really this fast in 2K16. I'm going to try to do fast ones again, maybe for my next video. I'm not sure quite yet, but everyone's pretty happy. Kyle Lowry comes back to Houston to win a series and win a championship, which is very nice to see. This animation right there where they're just hyping each other up is really cheesy. Hopefully they get rid of that pretty soon. It doesn't look too great. Kyrie Irving, the same animation every time, which gets kind of annoying as well. But hey, point being, we won the title pretty handedly, which I'm pretty happy about. Somehow we had a lot of really good play from around my team in order to get this far, which is really nice to see. And as the Beard holds up the golden trophy, you know he won Finals MVP, which is really nice to see him win, because I'm not a huge fan of James Harden, but I do like him a little bit, and I would like to see him succeed more than what he has, where he kind of topped off at Conference Finals, which is more than Chris Paul ever did. So let's show you the rosters real quick once again. We got Kyle Lowry, Nick Batum, James Harden, Bojan, or whatever his name is, Boban Marjanovic, my bad. How can I forget such a man? Or no, yeah, Bogdanovic, whatever, who cares. Josh Richardson, Terrence Ross, Joseph Valanciunas, Tristan Thompson, Terrence Jones, Norman Powell, KJ McDaniels, and I believe some fake player over there. Now showing the Cavs, it's pretty similar. They pick up a lot of older guys who would fit pretty well on the team, but it didn't help them enough. And some guys like Larry Sanders and Kyle Singler. but it wasn't nearly enough as we end up winning the title. So anyways guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you watched this far. Comment down below what you think about this video. Subscribe for more 2K and NBA content. Hopefully I'll do some more rebuilds pretty soon, or talk about the NBA and the draft or whatnot. And share with your friends if you want to. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, of course, once again. And of course, have a good day.